the whole thing. But don't worry, I won't be taking any video of you. Nobody would be interested on that one, right? Showing my own glorious myself here. Anyways, so this is the programmable system on chip design course, and the workspace is right there, programmable system chip. Okay, and there I can show already who the names. Okay, let's see. How does it work? Actually, oh, that way. Users and groups, and first, okay, I'm here. So is Privalova is not here, right? How about Vo? Who is Vo? You are Vo, okay. And then Lassonde, Jean-Philippe, French?
French-Canadian.
Okay, French-Canadian from Quebec? Yep. Okay, been there in Montreal. Yeah, nice city. Yeah, okay, good for you. You're lucky. Okay, and then Sumu Salo Jonas is not here, probably. And you said Nummi Kallio is not coming either. Go is there. Excellent. Then you have, yes, but not the least. And then we have some extra guys who are still not decided if you come here or not. Okay, we are talking about the programmable system on chip design, and let's see, this page doesn't have much information at all, since we have also the course home web page in here. Okay, yada yada. Okay, that's fine. For a good reason. So everything happens on the Google services more or less, except of course, these Cypress design parts, because we are going to also have intensive week in Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah, Frankfurt is in Germany. And basically, this session is just to give you some, say fundamental information how to get there, or what to do if you don't want to go there. Okay, so how many of you are actually thinking of going to and joining to that intensive week, which is actually 2 weeks from now? Maybe. Since basically you will be also entitled to a travel grant, which covers part of the cost, but not all, just part of the cost. Are you exchange student or degree student here? Yeah, degree students, excellent. Any exchange students here? No? Yeah, all degree students, right? Yeah. No exchange.
What puzzled me was the travel insurance.
Yes. Yes.
I cannot give us my own risk.
Yes. You cannot. I'm not allowing it, since the shit happens. Yeah. The shit happens to, good people. Believe me. I broke my leg on the just recently, and I have a free time insurance which covers all the extra, medical costs. So you don't want to take chances, especially Canadian. You have the best social security system in the world. That's what I have told. Some Canadian told me it's better than Finnish. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, that was actually my sister who told me. So she's living in Toronto, so I believe her. But anyways, so yes, there is the trip to Germany, Frankfurt. 1 week. So it starts on the let's see, it was 2 weeks from now. Yes, 3rd of April. The whole week there. 6 hours a day, roughly, to go through the material. Although everything what I do there, everything important, I will also stream to YouTube channels. So you can either check it online. For example, if I'm brave, maybe if I go to the, let's see, I go to environment, I might be able to see the stream working. Does it work? This is also test environment. Oh, yeah. Wow. I might be able to see the stream. Yeah, it works. So the stream is working. All the lectures and especially the lab tutorials are online, and also there will be records after the session. So you can actually, follow the whatever I'm presenting in Germany, also in wherever, even in Quebec, if you wish to go there instead of Frankfurt. So, and all you need to know is on this page, I hope, more or less. So, enrollment, you already have done it. If you haven't, then you know the code, so enroll to those. We have total 5 exercises, 10 points each. Basically, those are daily exercises, although I will have extended deadline. So basically, the deadline for the first exercise will be at the end of the week. Not, each day. It will be too hard, since I'll be packing a 5-credit course in 1 week. It cannot be done physically. So that's why the first exercise has 1 week time to do, and second exercise another week, and so on. And finally, there will be a project, which this year will be smart greenhouse, meaning I want you to design a nice greenhouse control system, of course, for my own use. If it works, I will install it on my own greenhouse. Hi. Okay. Then let's see. There's also a scoreboard somewhere. Yeah. So basically, I like this kind of way. I have already done it on 2 different courses at least. Digital signal processing course, and now on this, which just ended, the sensors course. So there will be a scoreboard, more or less real-time scoreboard. Whatever you do, I will assess as fast as I can, and you more or less can see the your grade to form from the sum of those points what you are getting from each exercise. It's quite easy to actually get the points from the first, all total 10 points from the first exercise. Of course, they are getting a little bit harder and harder and harder. And that project, there's less instructions and more room to design what is needed. Okay. All right, but anyways, this far we have 27 students from Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences and about 7-ish students from Metropolia. Okay, so there'll be those labs basically will be a little bit crowded also in Frankfurt. And there might be a possibility that if the number is close to higher than 30, the total number, this is just enrollments. It's not the same as, the actual people who are coming there. So if it's more than 30, then there will be 2 laboratories with video link. Okay, so the video link will be it's better than nothing. So you might end up enjoying the video link, in Frankfurt instead of here. Anyways, so scoreboard is there. Whatever else do I have? Okay, all kind of stuff like introduction. Introduction basically is just the syllabus, and then travel information. As I told you, you are eligible to apply for short-term student mobility grant. This is from Metropolia. And I think it's something like 200 euros lump sum after you have finished this short-term. Yeah, the same as in Osnabrück. You were in Osnabrück, right?
Yeah, and also I applied for the summer street.
Mm-hmm.
So one student only have 2 credits for 4 years.
Oh no.
So
yeah, you used yours. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh no, you used already your two grants. But anyways, you still can use your own money to travel there. And basically, you need to. We might actually go through this short-term student mobility grant criteria. One big criteria is there that to have the insurance. You must have a travel insurance somehow on your own. You can buy it with the airplane ticket usually. I think the eBooker sells the travel insurance for 10 or 20 or something like that. It's pretty cheap. Or go to some of those insurance companies to get better insurance. Okay. All right, and then there are those 4 hotels or hostels with basically with a good reputation. Frankfurt is a big city, so basically it has also some parts of the town you don't want to take a cheap hotel. Okay, the cheapest hotels are around the main railway station. Try to avoid that. So the main railway station, even in Helsinki, is something that you don't want to go there on evening. Okay, think of Frankfurt. It's a big city, so it's even worse. So now you can be warned. Okay. Yeah. So let's take a quick look on the on those instructions. Redirecting there. Yeah. So you can read it yourself. Before traveling abroad, please make sure to carefully read the information on Metropolia insurance and safety recommendations in Tubi, and there are links. And okay. If you are under Finnish social security system, then you might actually also take this so-called green card, which is the European Kela card, basically. So that helps you if you have to go to the public hospitals. Then you'll be insured by, covered by Finnish Kela. But if you are not within Finnish Kela system, yeah, then you need to have a better travel insurance. Okay, and conditions. Trip is a part of course or module at Metropolia. Check. Yeah, you get ECTS credits for the trip. Yes, that's part of the course. Yes, check. Program lasts at least 2 days. Yes. So this is 5 days trip. Or the program there is 5 days. And then, yeah, that twice, maximum twice. You already have been twice abroad, but it was fun, right? Both times. Okay. is not yeah, and trip is not funded by other student exchange program as is not. The total grant is of 200 euros lump sum and it's paid after this trip. So it's a lump sum, meaning that you probably want to take as cheap flight tickets as possible. It's now 2 weeks before the trip. It means you need to basically decide it today to make sure that you still have some cheap tickets. Maybe via, some not direct flights probably, but Air Baltic probably flies, Yeah, Baltic. Yeah.
We transfer at the beginning of last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two trip only 91 euro.
Yeah. 91 euro to Osnabrück. Oh, Berlin. Okay, and then train to, yeah. So it's still you still got some money for the accommodation. How was the accommodation arranged? It was.
It's 30 kilometers away from the
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's decent. So there's a good public transportation system even in Osnabrück, but decent. Okay, Frankfurt has excellent public transportation system as long as you take the hotel close to the railroads or this, U-Bahn, S-Bahn, and whatever Bahn. Yeah. So if you are going to attend a trip, fill the application today, make your decision of going there today, make the flight reservations today. Okay. Try to find cheap accommodation today. Some things to do today. Okay. Next part, the environment, development environment. I'll show you just quickly. Okay, I will get filled some of this information later on Frankfurt, but anyways, this is the basically a class about this. Cypress CY3210 PSoC Eval 1 kit. I will borrow these kits to you. I have to check with the Frankfurt if you basically need to bring this with you to Frankfurt or do they have enough there. But anyways, this is to complete the course. Okay, each one of you will get your own kit, except this one. This is mine. Okay. Then you will also need this another one, which is PSoC 5 development or prototyping kit. I can sell these to you, but I will borrow these first, and if you want to buy them, I can sell them. The other ones, well, they are a little bit pricey, but these are something like 10 euro each. So I can easily just order more of these. Okay. So 2 kinds of hardware you need, in addition to some sensors and stuff, which I borrow you. I haven't set up the boxes for sensor packs, but I will do it sometime this week. Next week. Next week. So we will be needing. Let's see, what do we need? What happened? I didn't want that one to happen. What happened to the? The videos which started acting. No. Let's see. Does it find the other one? No. Something happens to this video switch. It doesn't switch to my computer anymore. Just a moment. There. Okay, better. All right. So the environment is that one, and the first exercise is basically to, and the first exercise, the exercises will be always down here, and the first exercise is PSoC fundamentals. This document there is basically a link to there's also a link. So frustrating to go with that. Just a moment. The pages are just fine, but the I might. Okay, there. There we have the link actually. So these are actually templates to Google Documents. So you can go and open each of these and save to your own Google Drive. Okay. So basically all exercises are just about the same, just different task. The first task is to follow the leader, and then there are some instructions what to do. For example, here we have the LED, which means the digital output, and then we take a look at how to get a digital input, then we have LCD display, how to control that one, and then just exercise report return. Okay, so all the instructions are there, and each of the report is basically just all program files, which means the project files, project directory, zip project directory of the piece of design. And what I will be looking at is mainly the main.c. And one way to, there are several ways how you lose points. The default is that you will get 10 points. First way to lose 1 point is you don't return a link that I can open. It can be easily done. You share a link, but forget to add that I can actually open the link. Easily to be done, that mistake. Next easy mistake, you don't document your main file, the main.c. Just leave everything there, code like macaroni and cheese. I don't like macaroni and cheese. Not anymore. Document all the code what you write, or well, first exercise will be more or less copy and paste, but you still need to understand what did you do, so make the commenting there. Okay. So basically, just follow the instructions. It's quite easy to get the total 10 points. Okay. So that way we have all of those five daily topics and weekly deadlines for the exercises. If you are not coming to the intensive week to Germany, you still have the same deadlines. meaning that the first week of the intensive week, the first exercise should be done at the end of the first intensive week. Well, the only intensive week. Okay, I'm mixing my words now. So basically, I'll post the deadlines later on when each of those deadlines are. They are not there yet. Okay, so the first exercise deadline will be at the end of, let's see, that will be 9th. I'll set the Sunday night deadline for each of these exercises, or Monday early morning. Monday early morning deadlines. Okay, and 5 of them. All right, so there's a session about the PWN and interrupts. All right, so okay. So PWM especially to control a servo motor and general purpose I/O interrupt, meaning pushing a button interrupts the processor. Okay, then there's the A to D converters and COM port. Basically, this is almost the same exercise as in sensors and interfaces course. Then there's a exercise about sampling, data sampling, how to make timer interrupts to have a uniform sampling rate to sample these sensors, some simple sensors. And the last one is about digital communications, meaning SPI, I2C, USB. These have been also covered on the previous course. All right. And those actually give you maximum 50 points, and the last remaining 30 points actually of total 80 will be coming from the project. Do I have the project description? Yes, I have. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Huh. There. Click open. Smart greenhouse. There's supposed to be a picture which doesn't actually show. Oh yeah, it actually took for a while. I blame Google. Okay, that's the fundamental thing. So there is a greenhouse. If you haven't seen one, I can take pictures of my greenhouse at home. But anyways, any good greenhouse will have ventilation, it has heat, it has water. Okay, and of course the soil. And there you need to basically measure the soil temperature and humidity. Okay, so moisture of the ground soil. So it means if it's dry, then you need to irrigate it. If it's too wet, then you lost the crop. Okay. All right. So basically, and then there's also air temperature and air humidity. If it's dry, it means that, for example, if you grow tomatoes, which I don't, the tomato starts getting cracks, those ugly cracks, what you see on those organic tomatoes, since they have not been in controlled environment. Okay, that's kind of natural thing what you get. So you can also control the climate so that it looks like organic, but it's, you know, just make it look crappy. Then you can sell it double the price. That's organic. Okay. Do you really want to know? Peppers, actually. One greenhouse is for peppers. Another one is for the. Let's see. This year we haven't decided yet, but there have been what is eggplant and then the what is that? The cilantro. Yes. And then the third greenhouse, I don't tell. Bell peppers mostly. I have some like 5 different varieties of bell peppers. I have a couple of chilies there, the mild ones. I don't like the really hot. So that you can buy any. You just buy Tabasco and put it there, and everything tastes the same if you put too much heat on it. But you know, different bell peppers, they have different flavors. Okay, but anyways, so more or less it's the project. You know, you will just try to figure out how to measure and then how to control. So there's the smart controller, meaning programmable system on chip, taking the measurements, and then there's a sprinkler system for irrigation. There's a fan and ventilation window to control the temperature, air temperature, and also humidity. There's also heater, because we are in Finland, and you can get a frost even at the mid of the summer. It's quite similar to Quebec, right? Yeah. Then, of course, it's smart only if you get the data somewhere. So basically, this design has the serial line communication to computer. Basically, the idea here is that, okay, you have a, say, computer running in house, in real house, not in this space. Since that actually there's one problem there is that if it's a moist environment, the electronics, you don't want to put a computer there, home computer, not laptops. Those are very expensive computers, what could do, you know, on that environment. But, you know, you can easily put your electronics on epoxy and then put it on that kind of environment. So, yeah, so that's the project. That's the goal. If you have better idea, please tell me, so I can actually take it into consideration. And by the way, as you can see, there is no lightning here, no artificial light, which means I'm not growing anything illegal there. Right. Alrighty. Yeah. Was it convincing enough? Nope. No onions. Okay. And that's basically the whole thing. So 5 days in Germany, each day different topic, each day different kind of introduction to topic, and also tutorial to the laboratory exercise. Then the laboratory exercises can be done in small groups, 2, max 3 students in each group, since, well, engineering is a group effort. Those 5 exercises, meaning after that, every week there's a deadline for the exercises. You have the hardware. I will borrow you the hardware. And then you have some time to do the project. Yeah, that's not my greenhouse. Okay. And then after the course, there will be a feedback and such kind of things. So, yeah, it will be fun. So, any questions?
When can we start the exercise? Do we need to wait until...
No, you don't need to wait. If you have already basically the fundamentals of PSoC, you can start the exercises.
I only have the black one, the small black one. How much of them can I do with only this?
Which kit is that? The
586 049.
Oh, it's the PSoC 4. Okay, not much.
Okay.
But anyway, and then the design tools are different. So that uses the PSoC Creator environment. This uses PSoC Designer, which is different, totally different package. Basically the difference, there are few differences between these different PSoCs. The PSoC 1 is the first and original, and it basically has a more different kind of hardware devices, configurable hardware devices. But it has 8-bit processor. Okay, you cannot do much with 8-bit processor, not much of processing. It's enough to control the devices, get the data, send it to somewhere else. Okay, and basically that's why we also have the PSoC 5 ARM processor with lots of horsepower, more than you would need, probably, and also better communication packages. So it can do serial line communication up to, was it 1 megabit per second, the normal COM line, and then full speed USB, and yeah. So okay, yeah. So it's 059. Okay, the black one. So yes, this is one part of the, but you need to start with this one. Yeah. Okay. Good. Any other questions? Okay, if no other questions, I will close this recording, then we can continue talking. All right, let's see.